What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one, the only Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com. Welcome to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys so very much. Over 1,400 episodes and 500,000 streams worldwide. None of this is possible without you guys, so I thank you so very much. And yes, we're still living a bit of a quarantine life throughout the country, but we're making the most of it, and you can be your best, most fantabulous self. And I've got my friend here, Carrie, from Indie House to talk about what they've got going on and what they're all about. Hey, Carrie.
Hey, Ash. How are you today?
I am great. How are you doing today?
Good. Happy to be here. Happy to have our store finally open for Atlanta.
Yes. Amazing. So, all right, Carrie. So, what is Indie House?
For most people, it's been a really long time since they smelled the fragrance they were crazy about. So, we developed Indie House Modern Fragrance Bar because we know that you want to be an interesting person to know. And in order to do that, you need a unique fragrance that's going to really represent who you are. Yes. But I found when I was shopping in a traditional experience that there are just too many choices and the differences can be unclear, which makes you feel overwhelmed, uninspired. And I just felt like it should be easier to find that unique scent that really communicates who you are. So understanding that you don't want to be like everyone else, I went out and sniffed hundreds of fragrances to find you the most interesting choices, and we curated them all in our local Alpharetta store from brands all across the world.
Awesome. So first off, why Alpharetta? Out of all the cities in the metro area, why did you choose Alpharetta?
The easy answer to that is I've lived here for 25 years, so I can drive to it from my house quickly. It's part of it. I did look all over looking for a retail space, and I started this journey about 2 years ago when the economy was booming and kicking, and all of the retail space was super expensive. So, staying in kind of an outlying suburb, the prices were a little bit more reasonable, and we found a cute little building that we could afford. So we thought we would get started here. It was also a challenge because as I was told by banks and realtors and commercial people, I am an unproven concept. So there is no proof that my crazy harebrained idea is going to work. So I needed to kind of start in a place that would take me. And I'm fortunate that I found a great space and a great landlord and really allowed us to build out the space in a really unique way.
Awesome. While you guys were in development and really trying to solidify this idea into an actual brand and a company, what was your biggest challenge?
Biggest challenge? The whole thing was kind of a challenge. I think, honestly, Ash, the hardest part was, it's not, I was putting together pieces that hadn't been done before. So we're really the only business of its kind in the country. So there are niche and artisan fragrance stores. There are a couple of different little places around the country that offer workshops where you can make your own, but there isn't one place you can go where you can have the niche experience that we're offering. And also, if you can't find the perfect fragrance for you, we have a dedicated workshop space where you can come in and make your own. So it was challenging to try to balance those two concepts, to try to figure out budgeting-wise how much money to dedicate to this space and that space. And it was a long 2 years, but I think the time we spent in development was the right amount of time, because now I feel really confident, and we've had such amazing feedback from those who, from all over the Atlanta area, are driving. Some people are driving an hour to come and see us, which is such a blessing and so exciting. So I must have done something right.
So what would you say has been your proudest moment now?
Oh, my proudest moment. We've had 3 or 4 different folks come in that are very, very into niche fragrances, and they know brands, and they know notes, and they know smells, and so they came in to check us out. And I tried real hard to balance our fragrances to have some that were going to be a little bit more mainstream, a little easier to smell and wear for people who aren't into it, or who just, think it, use it as a nice accessory. And then there are those who really, really are into it. So it was a very proud moment for me when I kind of literally passed the sniff test and these aficionados came in and, gave me the nod of approval and said, okay, you've got brands and you've chosen fragrances in here that we can get behind, that this works for us. And I was like, oh, okay, good. Because it's, the people who really, it's like wine tasting or any of those other disciplines where, the more you do it, the more knowledge you have, the more you can talk intelligently about it. And so there are going to be people who are super into the product, who are looking for those really exotic, hard to find things. Yeah. But then we also want people who just wander in off the street and are looking for a fun experience to also have a great experience. So putting those two things together has been challenging but rewarding because I feel like we are achieving that goal.
Absolutely. Now, are you guys also taking in, probably in the next couple of months or so, as things, hopefully, yes, we're claiming it, things are going to loosen up a little bit. We're going to get a little better with stuff. But are you guys going to be taking private events?
So what we're doing now, we do have a ton of COVID restrictions in place, which, to be completely honest, it's for us a bit of a blessing because we're getting to kind of do a slow roll right now and really get the chance. We have folks coming in, 2 and 3 at a time, and then it'll be an hour or two before the next person wanders by. So it's been nice to just really get to talk to people one-on-one, talk to them about what they're looking for, what their experiences have been. And we have all the protocols in place where when you walk in the store, we've got the hand sanitizers, we're wearing masks. We kind of give them the rundown of how to best experience our space, and then we go back and give them space so that they can pull their mask down and smell something and then put their mask back up and move on to the next. We have been fortunate that we've been able to do some workshops, and for COVID-19, we're limiting stranger groups, I've called them. I need to come up with a better term. But we're limiting groups of outside people to 6 individuals and seating them, far apart and offering gloves and aprons and protective wear. The way our workshops are structured, to take a step backwards, is you come in and it's a 2-hour class. The first hour, I'm going through history of fragrance. We talk about how different cultures have interacted with fragrances, how it's developed across the decades, and then I give you kind of some behind-the-scenes info on the industry before I turn you loose with 30 ingredients to make your own. So we've had some really fun, date nights where I've had some couples come in and done it. It's just been the 2 of them because it's, whoever signs up. I can only do 6, but it's just been such a nice slow roll that, everyone's gotten a lot of nice individual attention. Once the restrictions are all lifted, we can have, up to 12 people in the workshops. But I've been letting folks know if you have a group that you're quarantined with, a large family, or I had an adorable woman named Pebbles call me the other day and said, I have 6 sisters and we want to bring our mom. Can you do a group of 7 or 8? Absolutely. If I know your group is coming and you're all comfortable together, I can make you a special event, and then you guys can all do it together without any outside people. So, we're playing it conservative, but we've been blessed that we've been able to have people in, and everybody's really having a lot of fun.
That is awesome. So I'm looking forward, when I get back to GA, I'm looking forward to actually coming out and visiting you guys out there in beautiful Alpharetta.
There's a lot to do in Alpharetta. I know. It's probably been a while since you've been up, but there's some really nice, especially downtown right now, there's some great independent restaurants and cute little interesting shops. So it's a nice place to be. I think we're a nice fit for the community, and the community is a great fit for us. So, and there's, plenty of parking, easy to get to us.
Awesome. And Carrie, what's the best way for people to get more information on you guys and to follow you on social media?
Absolutely. Our best option is the website, which is INDIEHOUSEFragrances.com. It's all one word. And then it's the same on social. We're at INDIEHOUSE Fragrances, both on Instagram and Facebook. And we love, please DM us and tell us if there's a brand you'd like to see. If you're interested in workshops, we're active on that all day long, and we'll get back to you right away.
Awesome. Well, Carrie, much more success 2020 and beyond, of course. And I will come out to see you guys soon and very soon. We're claiming that. We're putting that out into the universe. So,
awesome. I can't wait.
yes, thank you so much. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys for all of your love and support. Keeping in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face, you tell them, don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Until next time, you guys.